Welcome to Simply Ruhoni, and if this is your first time, welcome to the World Cooking Series. In this series, we are going to travel around the world from country to country, cooking their famous and delicious dishes found in these countries. And for the ingredients, don't worry, we are going to use a substitute of whatever you can find where you are. So get ready to taste various dishes found around the world and also to learn a bit more about the country that we will be visiting. Can you guess where we are going this time? We are in Asia and we are visiting Pakistan, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. It is the fifth most populous country in the world, with more than 200 million people. It borders India, Afghanistan, Iran, and China. And yes, we are going to make Kadai chicken. Very simple and yet delicious chicken stew. Now let us start preparing ingredients. This dish is usually prepared in a traditional vessel called Kadai, but it is also known as chicken karai. It's popular in Pakistan as well as North India. When preparing onions, we have those which we have cut in cubes or whatever shape that you are going to prefer, but also we need to carve these ones which are cut in big pieces. Culturally, Pakistan culture is influenced by the religion of Islam. Culturally, they wore shalwar, which is a loose trouser, and kameez, which is a shirt. As for the green pepper, cut them in the same shape as that one of the onions. And finally, cut your ginger into strips. And now we are ready to start cooking. So here are the ingredients. We have our chicken, we have the large pieces of onion with the strips of ginger. Here we have the tomato, onions, garlic, green pepper, ginger. We have our cashew nuts soaked for about an hour. Here we have our turmeric, we have our coriander, and here we have the mixed spices. These are Kadai spices listed in the screen, and here we have our salt. Pakistan cuisine is mixed cooking traditions from Central and Western Asia, but it is very similar to Indian cuisine. Now let us start by preparing our Kadai spices. Heat them for about 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure they don't burn, so you must keep on stirring them. Immediately after switching off your stove, make them into a powder, either by using your mortar and pestle, or if you have your grinder, you can use it too. So I did not want my stew to be too hot, and so I decided to take out the seeds. And I used on one chili. I put the rest aside. Again, this is the part where we are modifying. Truly, I cannot take very hot stew, but if you think you can, then you go ahead and add the two of them. So majority of the Pakistanians are Muslim, 97%. National language is Urdu. They have various ethnic groups, but the largest are the Punjab, accounting for 39%. So start by heating your oil. Add onions, and for the spices I added cumin and peppercorn in a very little amount. If you want more spices, then you can do so. Cook your onion until they've started to change color, and then you are going to add your garlic and ginger. After that, continue cooking for about 2 to 3 minutes. Pakistan economy is considered to be among the fast growing economies of the world, with the service sector being the biggest contributor. After that, add your chicken pieces. One thing though, if I'm going again to make this stew, I'm going to season my chicken before with salt and coriander powder, in order so much not to interfere with the original taste of the Kadai chicken. So cook your chicken for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then after that, add your turmeric, and then continue cooking for about a minute or two. Another version, I think you can fry your chicken pieces. But our goal is to make as original dishes as possible, and then after that you can modify it whichever way you want. That way you get a chance to taste the original taste of the dish. Continue cooking for 5 minutes. Islamabad is the capital city of Pakistan, but Karachi is the largest city and a business center. So after 7 minutes, turn your pieces. Here I was trying to brown the pieces on either side. Or if your chicken is ready, then you continue to the next step. But mine was not yet ready, so I turned it the other side. So while the chicken is cooking, I made the cashew nut sauce by blending my cashew nut, which I soaked for almost an hour. So after 5 minutes, now it is time to add your tomatoes. Or if you don't want to use tomatoes, then you can use tomato paste. But for me, I did not have tomato paste, or even you can use both tomatoes and tomato paste. Then cook for a while so that the tomatoes can be softened. After 7 minutes, now let us check our dish again. Our tomatoes have softened, but I'm thinking here also to minimize the time of cooking, we could have used the blended tomatoes. Now add your Kadai chicken spices. They smell so good. In order to mix well my spices, I added a little bit of water because my chicken was dry. After that, mix your chicken and spices well. Then cover and let it cook for 5 minutes. So Pakistan is famous for archaeological and historical tourism, but also it is home to a Nobel Prize winner, Malala Yousafzai, who is an advocate for girls' education. So after 5 minutes, now let us check our chicken. It smells so good. Now it is time to add our cashew nut sauce. Add slowly. Or for those who have grinder, they could have made cashew nut paste and not sauce like this one. Now mix well and finish by adding your green peppers and onions. And then let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes only, as we don't want our green peppers to be overcooked. Now as you can see here, our stew is ready. It smells good. I tell you, it smells so good. Now finish by adding the coriander leaves and the ginger strips for garnishing. Now it is time to serve. So here is our Kadai chicken or chicken karai, a simple dish and yet so very delicious. Thank you so very much for watching. In Pakistan they say shukriya.